Are you constantly stressed, anxious, and exhausted no matter how much you sleep? In this video, I'm going to show you exactly which type of magnesium can actually fix your stress problem, because most people are taking the completely wrong form and wondering why nothing changes. You absolutely have to know this. Hey everyone, and welcome to Revitamen. We're going to cover everything you need to know about magnesium and stress relief. But make sure you stick around until the end, because the #1 form of magnesium I'm going to reveal is the one that completely transformed my stress levels in just 2 weeks, and I guarantee it will shock you. All right, let's not waste any time. The most powerful form of magnesium for stress that most people have never even heard of, and we're starting with a huge one, is Magnesium Threonate. Let me explain why this is so critical. Magnesium threonate is the only form of magnesium that can actually cross the blood-brain barrier effectively. This means it goes directly to your brain where stress and anxiety are actually happening. While other forms of magnesium help your muscles and digestion, magnesium threonate specifically targets the part of your brain that regulates stress hormones and calms your nervous system. If you can just try this one form, you'll already be ahead of 90% of people struggling with stress. And if you thought that was a game changer, you have no idea what's coming. The final form of magnesium we'll cover at the end is even more powerful for a specific type of stress that's destroying your sleep quality. Okay, let me start by explaining why magnesium is so crucial for stress in the first place. Your body uses magnesium for over 300 different biochemical reactions. When you're stressed, your body burns through magnesium at an incredibly fast rate. It's like your stress response is a fire, and magnesium is the fuel. The more stressed you are, the more magnesium you deplete. And here's the vicious cycle. When you're low on magnesium, you become even more sensitive to stress. Your body literally can't regulate stress hormones properly without adequate magnesium. So you get stuck in this terrible loop where stress depletes magnesium and low magnesium makes you more stressed.
Now, here's the problem that nobody talks about. Not all magnesium supplements are created equal. In fact, most of the magnesium supplements you see at the pharmacy or grocery store are practically useless for stress relief. They might help with other things, but they're not targeting the root cause of your stress and anxiety. This is why so many people try magnesium, feel no difference, and then give up thinking it doesn't work. They weren't taking the wrong mineral, they were taking the wrong form of that mineral. Let me break down the different types of magnesium and what each one actually does in your body. Moving on to form number 6, which is magnesium oxide. This is probably the most common form you'll find in cheap supplements and drugstore brands. Here's the brutal truth about magnesium oxide. Your body only absorbs about 4% of it. 4%. The rest goes straight through your digestive system and often causes diarrhea. This form is basically a waste of money if you're looking for stress relief. It might help if you're constipated because it pulls water into your intestines, but for stress, completely ineffective. Avoid this one. Next up is form number 5, magnesium citrate. This one is much better absorbed than magnesium oxide with about 30% bioavailability. Magnesium citrate is excellent for digestive issues and constipation. It's gentle and effective for keeping things moving. However, when it comes to stress relief specifically, it's not the best choice. Yes, it will increase your overall magnesium levels, and that will help somewhat with stress. But it's not targeting your nervous system or brain directly. Think of it as a general support supplement rather than a stress-specific solution. Another common one is form number 4, magnesium sulfate, which you probably know as Epsom salt. Now this is interesting because you don't actually take this one orally for stress relief. Instead, you dissolve it in a warm bath and soak in it. Your skin can absorb magnesium this way, and the warm bath itself is relaxing. Many people swear by Epsom salt baths for stress relief and muscle tension. The magnesium does absorb through your skin to some degree, though not as efficiently as taking it internally. But combined with the ritual of a warm, quiet bath, it can be very effective for immediate stress relief. I actually recommend this as a complementary practice, not your main magnesium source. Now let's talk about form number 3, magnesium malate. This form is bound to malic acid, which is found naturally in fruits like apples. Magnesium malate is particularly good for energy production and reducing muscle pain and fatigue. If your stress manifests as physical exhaustion and muscle tension, this could be a good option. It's well absorbed and tends to be gentler on the stomach than citrate. However, because malic acid is energizing, you want to take this one earlier in the day, not at night. Some people find it too stimulating for evening use. For stress that's accompanied by chronic fatigue and fibromyalgia-type symptoms, magnesium malate can be very helpful.
Let me tell you about magnesium taurate, which is form number 2 on our list. This one is seriously underrated. Magnesium taurate combines magnesium with taurine, an amino acid that's calming to the nervous system. This combination is particularly powerful for people whose stress manifests as heart palpitations, high blood pressure, or cardiovascular symptoms. Taurine helps regulate your heartbeat and supports healthy blood pressure. If you're someone who feels your heart racing when you're anxious, or you've been told you have stress-related blood pressure issues, magnesium taurate should be your go-to form. It's well absorbed, doesn't cause digestive upset, and the combination of magnesium and taurine creates a powerful calming effect on both your cardiovascular system and your nervous system. I take this one myself in the afternoon. Now, I need to tell you about magnesium glycinate because this deserves special attention. Magnesium glycinate is magnesium bound to glycine, an amino acid that's incredibly calming and helps with sleep. This is hands down the best all-around form of magnesium for most people dealing with stress and anxiety. Here's why it's so special. First, it has excellent bioavailability, meaning your body actually absorbs it and uses it efficiently. Second, the glycine component has its own anti-anxiety and sleep-promoting effects. Glycine acts as a neurotransmitter that calms your brain and nervous system. Third, it's extremely gentle on your stomach, so even people with sensitive digestion can usually tolerate it well. If you're dealing with stress that's affecting your sleep, racing thoughts at night, or general anxiety throughout the day, magnesium glycinate is phenomenal. Take it about an hour before bed, and you'll notice a significant difference in how quickly you fall asleep and how rested you feel in the morning. Let me address something important here. How much magnesium should you actually be taking? For adult men, the recommended daily amount is between 400 and 420 milligrams. For adult women, it's between 310 and 320 milligrams. However, if you're dealing with chronic stress, you may need more than the basic recommended amount because stress depletes your magnesium stores faster. Most therapeutic protocols for stress relief use between 400 and 600 milligrams per day of elemental magnesium. Start with a lower dose and gradually increase to assess your tolerance. And here's a key point. You want to look at the amount of elemental magnesium, not the total compound weight. For example, 500 milligrams of magnesium glycinate might only contain 100 milligrams of actual elemental magnesium. Read your labels carefully. Let me also talk about timing, because when you take magnesium matters almost as much as which form you take. For stress relief and sleep support, taking magnesium in the evening is ideal. It helps activate your parasympathetic nervous system, which is your rest and digest mode. This is the opposite of your fight-or-flight stress response. Taking magnesium about 60 to 90 minutes before bed allows it to start working right when you need to wind down. However, if you're using an energizing form like magnesium malate, take it in the morning or early afternoon instead. You can also split your dose, taking half in the morning and half at night, especially if you're taking higher amounts. Now let's discuss signs that magnesium is actually working for you. Within the first week, you should notice that you're falling asleep more easily. Your mind isn't racing quite as much at night. You might notice your muscles feel less tense, especially in your jaw, neck, and shoulders, which are common places we hold stress. After 2 to 3 weeks, you should experience more consistent improvements. Your overall anxiety levels should decrease. You'll feel less reactive to stressful situations. That constant edge of tension you've been carrying starts to fade. Your sleep quality improves, meaning you wake up feeling more refreshed. After a month or more, the benefits become even more pronounced. Your stress resilience improves significantly. Things that used to send you into a tailspin don't affect you as much. Your mood stabilizes. Many people report feeling more emotionally balanced and less prone to mood swings. Here's something crucial. Magnesium works best as part of a comprehensive approach to stress management. It's not a magic bullet that will instantly fix everything. You still need to address the sources of stress in your life. Practice good sleep hygiene, eat a balanced diet, and move your body regularly. But magnesium provides the biochemical foundation that makes all those other stress management techniques work better. It's like trying to build a house on sand versus building on solid ground. Magnesium gives you that solid ground. Let me share some real-world insights about combining different forms of magnesium. Some people actually benefit from taking two different forms for different purposes. For example, you might take Magnesium Threonate in the morning for cognitive function and stress resilience during the day, and then take Magnesium Glycinate at night for sleep support. Or you could use Magnesium Taurate during the day if you have cardiovascular symptoms, and glycinate at night. Just make sure your total daily intake of elemental magnesium stays within safe ranges. Don't exceed 600 milligrams of elemental magnesium from supplements without consulting a healthcare provider. And the second to last form, number 1 on our list, is another incredibly important one. Magnesium L-threonate combined with Magnesium Glycinate at night. This is the ultimate stress relief stack. Here's why this combination is so powerful. The threonate works on your brain during the day, improving your stress resilience, focus, and cognitive function. It literally increases the density of synapses in your brain and improves neuroplasticity. Then, the glycinate at night ensures deep, restorative sleep, which is when your body repairs all the damage that stress caused during the day. This 1-2 punch addresses both the mental and physical components of stress. You're protecting your brain from stress damage while also giving your body the recovery it needs. This is something I see almost everyone missing, and it's sabotaging your stress recovery.
And now, the moment you've been waiting for. The number one mistake that is holding you back from getting results with magnesium is taking it with calcium supplements or eating calcium-rich foods at the same time. Here's what nobody tells you. Calcium and magnesium compete for absorption in your gut. If you take them together, you significantly reduce how much magnesium your body actually absorbs. This means all that money you spent on high-quality magnesium is being wasted because you're drinking a glass of milk with it or taking your calcium supplement at the same time. Space them out by at least 2 hours. Take your magnesium in the evening and your calcium in the morning, or vice versa. This simple timing change can double or even triple the effectiveness of your magnesium supplementation. It's the difference between feeling nothing and feeling completely transformed. So there you have it, the complete guide to using magnesium for stress relief and why the type matters so much. We covered all the different forms, from the useless magnesium oxide to the powerful magnesium threonate and glycinate, and of course the most important point about not taking it with calcium. Now I have a question for you. Which form of magnesium are you currently taking, and have you noticed it actually working? Be honest and let me know in the comments below. I read every single one. If you got value from this video, do me a huge favor and hit that subscribe button so you don't miss the next one. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.